Okay, welcome to this video. In this video we will talk about some fraction basics and basically go over some vocabulary, and this will most likely be a review, but it may also help with some clarification, and this is very important before we go any further. So with fractions, you probably know that fractions, for example, the fraction 1/4, 1/4 is composed of really two parts here. You have the top part, which is our numerator, excuse my handwriting, numerator, and the bottom is the denominator, okay? And the way I always remember this, it's numerator over denominator. This is always the case. And the numerator starts with an N, the denominator starts with a D, and I just remember it's always N over D, which you can use several things to help you remember this. I like to use Notre Dame. You can use North Dakota, or whatever works for you, just so you always remember that, because you will have problems where they will discuss the denominator or the numerator or both and not necessarily put it in fraction form for you. So you need to make sure that you understand this vocabulary. So let's talk about exactly what each part means. And the way we start with a fraction, we can look at the denominator, for example. And in the denominator, what that actually means is really the number of pieces that the whole part is split into. So I'll just do my best to draw a square here. And since we're discussing 1/4, let's look at the denominator first. That means that this whole thing that we're talking about, it could be a birthday cake, it could be a page, it could be whatever we're talking about. But the denominator, the lower number, always is the number of pieces it's broken into. So we'll just split this up into 4 pieces just like this. Alright, so remember the denominator is the way you can start thinking about it, and whatever we're discussing, that just means the total number of equal pieces that it is broken into, in this case 4. And the numerator will always be the quantity that we're talking about. It will be the number of pieces that we are discussing. So in this case, 1/4 would mean one of these 4 pieces that make up this entire whole. So in this case, we'll shade that in. We're just talking about 1/4, one of these 4. And we know that, for example, if we were discussing the whole piece here, that would be 4/4 makes up this whole, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 is the numerator, and it's split into 4 pieces is the denominator. And we know anytime that we have a number divided by itself, it always equals 1. Okay, so those are the basics of what each number actually stands for, and a couple of ideas here that you can use to memorize which one is the numerator and which one is the denominator, and then also what those actually mean. And we will go into a lot more detail, but we needed to get this video done to just go over some basics. See you in the next video.